Hello everybody, this is a video talking about how you can go about scraping difficult sites. If you get an error 403 forbidden when you're web scraping, this may be of interest to you, so let's get started. Async scraping is the recommended way to scrape pages when success rate on difficult sites is more important to you than response time. This is the intro. Next, let's do an overview and then we will see a demo of it actually working. So, firstly, Scraper API uses API keys to authenticate requests. Why is that? Because you need to pay for their services, obviously. To use the API, you need to sign up for an account and include your unique API key in every request. If you haven't signed up for an account yet, then sign up for a free trial with 5,000 free API credits. So yes, sign up. You'll get 5,000 free credits, and I think they are valid for 30 days. So there's 4 ways that you can make requests. What we're interested in today is via the Async Scraper service that you just saw. So there's the URL, async.scraperapi.com. Note there's a 2 megabyte limit per request. Choose whichever option best suits your scraping requirement. Previously, I've done videos about the second one, which is using the API endpoint, using the Python SDK. So yeah, let's have a look at the async.scraperapi.com method 1. So to ensure a higher level of successful requests even, when using our scraper, we've built a new product, Async Scraper. Rather than making requests to the endpoint, waiting for the response, this endpoint submits a job of scraping in which you can later collect the data from using our status endpoint. So basically, the request returns a response. Inside the response is a URL that you can then use to get your actual response that you're after. So how to use. So yeah, the Async Scraper endpoint is available, as we know, at async.scraperapi.com. So you submit the job. Here's an example, a simple example showing how to submit a job for scraping and receive a status endpoint URL through which you can poll for the status and later the result of your scraping job. So you don't get your response immediately, but once the status shows finished, then you can go and actually get your response. So here we see in the first black rectangle, you've got ID status. Status is saying running. And then when it's completed in the lower black rectangle, you can see status says finished. So this is Python example, although these responses would probably be the same for other languages. Scraper API, login, sign up, or vice versa, sign up, login. Okay, so I've imported the requests library. I've written requests.post. So you're posting a request to the asyncScraperapi.com URL /jobs, and you're passing it this JSON Python dictionary, and you've got the API key and the URL of the site you want to scrape. I'm using the good old quotes2scrape.com, and then we will print the response r.text in this case. So let's just run that. It takes a few seconds. And there we go. You can see down here it says running, just here. And status URL is what we actually want to use next. So if we copy this status URL, and then that is what you then need to use requests.get to retrieve. So let's paste that in. And then if we uncomment all of this and comment out part 1, there we go. So import requests r equals request.get. So now we have that URL of the job. So if we run this, provided, there we go. So we've gone off and we've extracted the status code 200. We've gone off to that URL and we've scraping hubs. They host or they create quotes to scrape.com, don't they? So there we go. That is how you can use the async.scraper API on sites that are more difficult to scrape, where time is not of the essence, to quote the Wolfman. So there we go. That is how you do it with Scraper API. Scraper API is really good. I've used it for a year and a half now, and yeah, no complaints, other than obviously you do need to make it pay. So yeah, subscribe to this, then get busy. Thanks for watching.